Today is just a little tactical tip that I'm going to give you that I have used over the course of my sales career that I got some pretty extensive training on when I was in the military and I was in psychological operations and civil affairs, is the art of rapport building and some of the concepts that you can use to build trust and rapport faster and be more tactical and deliberate about it. When we're building rapport, oftentimes what a salesperson is doing is they're fishing for information to find commonalities and to find things that they can latch onto that can generate some conversation that would eventually lead to rapport. Some people are very, very good at it and it's very seamless. Some people not so much. It's a skill that they need to hone and sharpen over the years, and some people just don't like to do it at all. Now, you'll know from being a user on the psyales.ai platform, we actually provide you with common ground and some of the ways that you organically intersect with your prospect. You've seen it on the platform when you run a search through our system. Now, what I want to do is give you a little bit of insight on the best way to deploy that information. Now, we are doing our most effective sales when the customer or the prospect believes that it was their idea to continue the conversation, when they're equally as invested in the conversation as we are. And one of the ways that we can help them do that or get them to communicate with us like that is that we open the door, but we allow them to walk through it. You're going to have a lot of information and background on your prospect and how to convert those conversations. And if we can set things up to where they are walking forward and they are asking questions related to the subject that you are trying to cover, they're more invested in that conversation and it'll be more organic and more natural and it won't feel as forced. For instance, if you know that somebody has a similar hobby that you do, maybe somebody who's trying to build rapport would ask, hey, what do you do for fun? We are now extracting the information from the person, and if it's in a sales environment, sometimes they'll begrudgingly share those things, and then it takes us a while to build true rapport because we have to get over that initial question that we asked. It's not a bad thing, and it can be very effective, but if we know that we have a common hobby or interest, and if we bring it up in a way that resonates with them and allows them to enter the conversation on their own, meaning we open the door and we let them walk through it, those conversations are much more rich, they're much more invested, and we have a better result. And the feeling of leaving those conversations is different because of the cadence and the momentum in the conversation. So when you're going through your next prospect in our system and you're finding common ground and you see where you organically intersect, my suggestion would be in your next sales conversation with your prospect or your client, I would find ways that when you're discussing your product or your solution to tie that back to that common ground. And if you are the one presenting that information, it gives them an opportunity to step forward and continue the conversation, which can be really, really effective to helping you build real trust and real rapport and doing it in a shorter period of time. The goal of the platform is to take the technology that's available and use it to supercharge your sales, to give you the insights and to give you the information and the opportunities to do what only you can do, what only the human can do, which is build relationships and build trust.